Can you hear the words that we speak?
No. Can you hear me now?
Anything ringing the bell there, Shug?
There you go. Now we can hear us. You're good to go.
I didn't push the button. Okay. Hello, Wastelanders. Welcome to Vault, a Fallout TTRPG 2D20 campaign set in the Texas Commonwealth in 2177. My name is April Hill. I will be your overseer for this campaign. And welcome to the Initiative Order. We would like to give a shout out to our wonderful sponsors before we dive into tonight's game. So thank you so much for to Session Zero Clothing.
Put the music down just a little bit because they can't hear us.
Oh no, is the music too up? Okay, I'm gonna turn it down.
So I just want to tell you before you go through your whole speech and everything like that.
They couldn't hear anything but the music.
Is that better?
There you go.
Cool. That's what we had last time too. Okay. Yeah. So one of our sponsors tonight is Session Zero Clothing. I'm wearing one of their shirts. I love their shirts. Their clothing is so awesome. It's D&D inspired streetwear. You can order at the keyword order at checkout for 15% off. We also have Norse Foundry that has beautiful artisan dice. You can use the code TIO15 at checkout for 15% off. And we also have roaming player gear that's amazing tabletop gaming supplies by our own GotDN. If you've never checked them out, they do incredible work. And we'll be having a show coming up pretty soon. Use Carnaby20 for 20% off the Dice Tower and Dice Tray combo set. And also Mithril Armory that has amazing tabletop accessories, dice, terrain, and more. And we do have not a mid-show break. We do have an end-of-show break giveaway that we will be doing for this, I don't know if you can see, this beautiful cog wooden dice tray. You will be able, if you win, you will be able to tell us what vault number you would like in it, or your name, or whatever you would like in it before we pour the resin in it. But yeah, so enter. I will be giving you the code word for that momentarily. So stick around for that, and we will be giving this away at the end of the show. And that tray is by Nerdy EDC, so check them out on Instagram. Thank you. I know, don't you love it? It smells so good. Like, if you could smell it, it smells like wood and stain, and it's just beautiful. All right, so without further ado, let's introduce our players. We will start with Ash.
Hi guys, I'm Utahime. Many of you guys can find me at Utahime Cosplay on Facebook, Instagram, here on Twitch. I'm going to be getting back to streaming soon, so definitely stay tuned. And you can find me also too at Brianna DeCoster on Twitter. And I am so excited to be back in the Wasteland. Rock on as Ash, the Bone Crusher, hybrid super mutant, and she is ready to smash, dash, throw people in the air, do lots of wrestling moves. I'm just really excited. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and yeah, let's get this party started.
And we'll move on over to Sugar.
Greetings, everyone. Casual Campbell here. You can find me on all social media at Casual Campbell, including my Twitch. I'll be having some more stuff coming on, and also you can check me occasionally over at Gilding Light, where I do other D&D things, and I'm also writing my TTRPG, which is actually going to be launching a playtest launch coming up next month for people to try it on their own. And I'm going to be Sugar Cyrus, the ghoul of the wasteland, telling you that music leads your soul to the great land of paradise deep within. Let nothing ever break your spirit. Let's find a reason to get you drunk and party through the night all the way through.
I cannot wait. I love your new character, Jordan. I'm so excited. All right, we'll move over to Patrice. Pawn.
Patricio? Yeah.
Patricio. Sorry.
There's an O at the end of that.
Or Patrick. You can either do Patrick or Patricio. Yeah.
I'm going to call him Patrice.
Yeah, I would call you
Hey, Patty, how are you doing?
There you go. Perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Hey everyone, my name is DeAngelo, and I do a lot of tabletop RPG stuff for the community, trying to fight for more diversity and inclusion, and just making everything in our community just a little bit better than we found it and all that kind of stuff. Tonight I'll be playing Pawn, who is a raider. He's really, really good at catching bullets with his face and supporting his homies and like being in gangs and all that kind of stuff, and just good at surviving. So we'll see how much damage he can take tonight and see how it goes. So yeah, that's me.
All right, and we got Peggy Sue.
Well, hey everybody, my name is Taryn Hackett, aka Valrook. You can catch me on the Instagram at Valrook. You can also go check out UO_dice and check out Umbral Oculus Dice, because tomorrow I'm having my first small batch sale, as I will be having small batch sales throughout the month of June to clear out all of the test dice that I have made. So go check those out and do the things. They will be at a discount price right now because I want them out of my house. And then follow because I'll be doing more stuff like that. But tonight, of course, I'm playing Miss Peggy Sue. And for all you people in chat that think Peggy Sue's gonna die tonight, you are flat wrong, honey bunchy, because I will be chunking either Sugar or Pawn or probably Mr. Marcus out in front of me, because I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yay, I'm so excited that we get Taryn on the stream.
Those dice are gorgeous, so even though they're tests, they don't look anything like a test dice.
Yeah.
So.
They're Taryn test dice, which means as an artist, I doubt the quality because I hate everything I do. It's great.
Perfectionism.
They're gorgeous. Go check out our Instagram. They're beautiful. All right, Marcus, Mr. Marcus.
Yes, thank you for the correction. I am Justin, and I will be playing Marcus Cole, the slinger of guns, and the ghost of every relationship. Just ignore what Peggy Sue says about Marcus.
Okay.
And then we move on to Tipper.
Gosh, what the heck is going on? Hey everybody, I'm Alicia Marie. You can find me on socials at Alicia Marie Body. I'm a costume concept artist, cosplayer, and RPG performer. And tonight, I'm back in the wasteland with my fellow vaulters. Tipper is one of my favorite characters because she's a prototype synth, but for this particular version of the Fallout RPG, we had to sort of tweak her so that she would fit the game, because the prototype synth type that Tipper is does not exist. She does not look like a robot at all. She looks fully human. She's like what we call a Generation 7 synth. So she looks like a human, but she has very synth sort of behaviors. So recently, Ash found out what Tipper is, and they got through that, and it was a whole thing. So we're sort of back in it now and moving forward and seeing where we go with new people like Peggy Sue. Yeah. So it'll be fun. We're just happy to be back in the wasteland. I'm not in cosplay today because I came from work. Oh well, maybe next time.
But if we get 50 subs tonight, I'm just kidding.
All right, and my name is April Hill. I am the overseer for the campaign. You can find me at stiletto_assassin on Instagram, stiletto DM on Twitter. Yeah, I just absolutely love everything Fallout. I try to follow the timeline as best I can and the lore as best I can, although there's not a lot of lore in Texas. So yeah, without further ado, I've been waiting to say this for months, y'all. Let's get wasted. And I'm going to get that unmute button eventually. Today is not that day. So welcome back. How much do you guys love that intro? I love it so much, and I love our new character art. So thank you so much to everybody that helped out with donating to help us finish our character art. We really appreciate it. Okay, I am going to set up the keyword is going to be Texas. All right, if you enter Texas, keyword Texas, let's see, it's case insensitive, so it doesn't matter. So if you enter Texas in the chat, you will be entered into win this beautiful cog dice tray. You must be present at the end of the stream to win it, and it is open internationally unless you're in one of those countries that hates winning things and whatnot. So but yeah, so it is open internationally, so enter Texas into the chat and you'll be able to win this, and we will customize it, put whatever number you want or your name or whatever you want in it. So yes, like Quebec, I'm sorry, I know, I'm sorry, Renee. So all right, let's see. Got that? I'm missing. All right. So a little recap, since this is technically episode 1, a little recap of our season 0. This group of Wastelanders met at Hub City, which is formerly Lubbock, Texas. It was the celebration festival of the centennial of the Great War, 100 years since the bombs had fallen. Most of the United States and the Texas Commonwealth, that includes the former state of Texas and Arkansas, had been obliterated from the map. There is still nuclear fallout that covers the face of the land, and not only had the landscape changed, but it had also changed many of the inhabitants, the people, living creatures, and plant life, vegetation all over the earth. I know, I love Artemis so much. Puppy. But this group had met in Hub City. There was a ring fight going on. The Hub City is known for its ring fighting, where Ash, who is a hybrid super mutant who can pretty much pass as human, although she is very large, she has ashen color skin, so there's something off about her. Nobody can quite tell what, but she's got a little bit of a super mutant thing going on with her. But she was in the middle of a fighting ring fighting a protectron as everybody else comes into the city. Well, she falls, she gets fired, and Marcus, who is a courier for the Lone Star parcel, needed help with a job. So Marcus, Ash, and the rest of the group helped out on this job, delivered a robot to a Miss Hannah who lived at a farm. Is Taryn?
I can't hear her, or she's frozen. We're all talking about
I was like, she doesn't move.
All right, guys, here's the opportune moment.
She's like, are you gonna screenshot her? Oh no.
Oh, sure.
I think she's been practicing for a long time.
You know what? I blame
This is
chat
it.
because chat voted that
Chat
she
did
died.
vote.
Guys,
So
look
she
at that.
died virtually
Yep,
for
it
a
worked.
second. So I blame you guys.
Your votes count, guys. Remember that. Your vote counts.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Oh,
DeAngelo!
So, okay. So this group helps out, delivers this this robot to Hannah. I can't stop looking at Taryn's face now. Who, gosh, they help deliver this robot. They don't know that it's a robot to Hannah. Now she is dropped, so we're going to move over a little bit. We'll keep going. Until she can jump back on. So turns out Hannah's husband had died a while back, and she had kept him in the basement, and he was a radioactive ghoul. He ends up escaping in the middle of one of the nights that the group is still there, helping out with farm jobs and whatnot, picking crops. They didn't spare his life, even though she asked them to. They killed her husband, Harry, right out, and she was sad. She kicked him out, paid them, and said leave. So they did. They went back to town, to Hub City, to collect their reward, their payment, and whatnot. And they also had to deliver some crops there as well. And let's see, where is Taryn? She's coming. She'll come back. And then until then, we're just gonna be a little choppy. It's fine. And then turns out that one of your former party members stole some caps from the wrong people. It was one of the Armadillo gang members, and it was a lot of money. So now there was a bounty pretty much on your head from this raider gang. And so everybody started to run and get the fuck out of Dodge, or Hub City, as it were. So on the run, you lot decide to help find someone who had been taken hostage until the ransom could be paid for the caps stolen. And Peggy is coming back. Let's get her in here. And then, and so you decided to go and raid. Does everybody know? I will move y'all over just 1 second.
Yeah, you can click and drag her frame, and then you should be able to rearrange it.
Yeah.
Aaron looks really pissed off.
Taryn, did you see what I did earlier? I can do it again if you want me to. I'm going to take that look as a yes. Let me do it really quick.
Let's see. No, my gosh, I keep grabbing the thing. There we go. Super. I get everybody. Everybody's in the right spot.
Can you speak for me, Taryn, really quick? All right, you're muted. No audio.
Okay. So you lot decided to go and help rescue this person who had been taken, who was a family member of the person who stole the caps. And it was their headquarters was at Robco, an old Robco facility that had been shut down and taken over by raiders. On the way there, you found a town that had been overrun by the raiders as well. All the men in the town had been taken to help make chems in the chem factory that had been once Robco. And some of them decide to help you all. So they follow you to the next town over, Andrews, which had been also affected by these raiders, but in an entirely different way. The town had been overrun with chems. People, all of the adults were neglecting the children. Everybody was on chems. Everybody was high. Everybody was just out of their mind. Couldn't really help anyone there. So you continued on to Robco, where you proceeded to blow a bunch of things up. You got attacked by some Assaultrons, some iBots, some Protectrons, a bunch of raiders. And turns out Pawn was in there the whole time, and Pawn had been taken captive as well with his companion, Hash Brown. A beautiful pup, but you were able to luckily kill everything without being killed yourself, Marcus. Marcus was so close to being exploded by that Assaultron. It was a one-shot kill. Like it would have killed you right out. So the group takes Pawn, and Pawn proceeds to think that you all are a gang. Tipper has Tipper's secret of being a robot. A synth comes out as Ash finds out that she is not a human. She's not what she seems, and the whole group has known this whole time. So that was an interesting. So now, because Ash doesn't like robots, they have been getting to know one another again, but truthfully. And upon his joined the group, Tipper, a ways down the road, starts to shut down. Y'all were looking for the headquarters. You were looking for the headquarters of the Desert Rangers, which was in Fort Stockton, because Clay, one of your former party members, was needing to find his mother, who you'd found some holotapes and was leading you in that direction. Maybe she joined up with them. You don't know. So you were going that direction when Tipper shuts down. You find some treasure in a farm while she was shutting down. It was actually in a lake, Texas. Yes. Enter Texas in the chat. What a string. So Tipper had shut down, and then you were going to take her to Fort Stockton to get her repaired, because Marcus remembers Kaylee, a mechanic. Her family used to live there and run that shop. But you run into her on the road there because she's needing parts for her synth that she's rebuilding. Lo and behold, she had the manual that was written by Tipper's creator somehow. So she is able to lead you to this science facility and get the parts that you need to fix Tipper. She fixes Tipper, and you all decide to continue on to Fort Stockton to help Clay. And what's happened since then, on your way to Fort Stockton, you run into another familiar face. Well, familiar to one of you. Clay's mother was on the road from Fort Stockton looking for Kaylee, because the Desert Rangers knew that Kaylee was going to be out and about doing something dangerous by herself, and they wanted to send backup. So y'all run into Tanya, Clay's mother, and she is very worried after talking to Clay that Clay's father has been looking for him after he escaped an enclave bunker, trying to look for her. So she has completely changed her name, her identity. She now goes by Tammy. She looks completely different, but she has been dissatisfied with the Desert Rangers and how they operate things, much like Marcus. And now with the new information that they are on the lookout for the Enclave, looking for Clay, and possibly her, she and her son decide to leave, and she decides to take Clay to join up with some of her other friends in another faction, the Yakuza. They're not all bad, but they offer some kind of protection, and that's the kind of protection that they need right now. So they are parting ways, and Kaylee says that she needs to go ahead and get back to Fort Stockton. And since you don't really necessarily need to go there, y'all have been hanging out in the science facility, making it nice and neat, and setting up a shop pretty much. But you are getting low on supplies, and you will need to find supplies soon. So maybe going to Fort Stockton is your best bet at this point. So y'all have decided that you'll be leaving towards Fort Stockton soon, and that's where we are starting the campaign back up.
Yay, good recap.
It was a long one, but there were several episodes. It was like 17 episodes, y'all. All right. So setting the scene, you are in the science facility where you had defeated a bunch of ghouls and found the parts needed to fix Tipper. Kaylee has gone back to Fort Stockton. She went with Clay and his mother. She was going to pick up a few things before they skipped town. So the three of them went back. Y'all have just been hanging out. No need to go there, especially since Marcus doesn't really like her, the person that runs the Desert Rangers right now. But now that you're getting low on supplies, you think you might need to go. So we have Marcus, Pawn, Ash, and Tipper currently. Sugar and Peggy were not there. So what would you like to do? It is early morning. You all just woke up. I'm assuming Tipper would be cooking breakfast because that's what Tipper likes to do.
You assumed correct.
You know, I'm starting to think that Clay's not going to come back.
Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. We don't know that Clay's not going to come back. We haven't discussed it.
He said he was going to go get cigarettes, and he never came back.
That's
Wait.
not what he said, you idiot.
Are you-
What
How
did
did
he say?
you?
Did I dream that?
Obviously, in your pea brain. Like, did you forget the events that happened and his mom and everything? No. Okay. All right. Anyway, I mean, I don't know. Marcus, what do you think about the situation?
I think Pawn might want to start or stop reading his comics.
That too. But I mean, I can't help but feel a little bit worried for him. You know.
It's fine. I mean, I just hear and see things that aren't actually there for every so often. It's all good.
No, that is a problem. We should probably discuss that. That's not good.
Then I look over to the side and be like, "See, Joey agrees with me," and then just kind of like,
Joey?
Joey.
No way.
If Han ever died, me back as Joey.
Oh my God. Yes.
Oh, God. Well, while you guys are deciding what's happening, I'm going to whip up something that we have. What do we have rations-wise that we can use to make a meal from? Anything? Anyone?
You.
I think we've got some instant mash left.
Instant mash. All right. We got some cans of stuff.
I hope we still got some macaroni.
And Tipper holds up a can, and it's obviously dog food. And she's like, what about this one?
No, hash brown might like that, but
You do see hash brown whipper. Yeah.
I think we'll skip it until we really, really need it.
All right. I'll put that one aside then. What else? Some of the hash?
goes over to the canned dog food and like kicks it over with his paw.
Tipper like opens it, cracks it open, and dumps it out on the floor, and like invites hash brown. Go ahead. It smells really good.
I guess
You
I'll give some
actually
sugar
smell
bombs if
that?
you want it.
No.
Spaghetti.
Don't smell it at all.
We've got spaghetti.
And I do have sugar bombs if you want sugar bombs.
And you do
have
have
sugar
a
left.
sugar spice. You do have sugar left.
Let's put less sugar on.
Did we not hide the sugar when she was offline?
Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that this one right here probably gave his boss the sugar spice again, even though I tried to hide it.
I put a little bit in there, just a little bit this time, and then some of the hash. And then there were a few other cans, but none of the ones that said Rover on the front. I didn't use any of those. So we'll see how it comes out. Yeah?
I'm gonna say
Feeling
yeah.
adventurous.
I'm gonna say yeah.
I'm feeling adventurous.
Let's see how you did.
And it starts smelling like, pretty good.
Has Tipper always given us the stink eye when she's cooking? I don't recall this. Is this something that's
That's a new thing.
new thing? Okay.
New thing.
It's
Austin,
pink
do no
eye.
wrong.
But I mean, it was just kind of sudden, you know.
I mean,
it's-
someone should
it's-
probably have a talk with her about what did she experience when she was offline.
Oh my god! And Pawn's eyes go wide and be like, "Did you dream?" And then like he just kind of like really is interested.
I don't know. I don't know if I dreamed. I mean, when I was down, there were moving pictures going on, like interesting things from like I guess my past, and then a lot of things from the present. I dreamt about those when we were at Hannah's, and I guess we took down her husband that was also a zombie, was also Night of the Living Dead, but was also her husband at the same time. I dreamt of pumpkin soup because I think we had that for like 3 days, didn't we? Didn't we have a pumpkin soup?
I think we had pumpkin pie.
Pie, not
Yeah,
soup.
I don't think it
Well,
was
I didn't
soup.
have anything, but I pretended to because I didn't want Ash to find out. Sorry.
Yeah.
Too soon.
That.
Too soon.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my first time ever having that happen. So it was really interesting. I didn't know what a dream was. That's why I was asking Ash what a dream was. Okay,
Yeah,
so
we'll say
we're
that's
gonna
a dream.
test it. Yes. We're gonna roll and see how this tastes before I dole it out.
All right.
Are you not going to dole it out if you roll poorly?
16.
Oh, that's the best you've ever done. Oh wait.
Wait,
Which is
yeah.
bad.
Whoa.
There you go.
Oh.
What?
We want low
Oh,
numbers.
that's right.
Low numbers. I forgot. Yeah.
Greatest
All right.
turn of face I could have ever seen.
All right,
Wow.
I got 20 HP. How much?
Yeah. What is it? Is it endurance plus survival? Is that what this is?
Oh my god. Luckily in this one, yeah, I'm not gonna make you do that.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. But what was it? You did like some pork and beans and spaghetti and Instamash again.
Yeah, and then a little bit of
Yeah.
sugar on top and some hash.
Bombs and sugar.
How much is a little bit?
And she holds up like 5 like packets, and one of them it says like sweet and lower on it.
Is it high in cholesterol and sodium? Or just like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it tastes okay. Yeah, so it's you've had better, but yeah, but you are definitely running low on supplies.
We're running
food
low on
wise,
supplies.
water, and
I need to rob some people.
That's Pon. That's not. We don't rob people.
Oh, right. Then what do we do?
You say that strangely, but no, it's not something that we normally do or have ever done.
Oh, all right.
You buy supplies like a normal person.
Again, the way you
Yeah,
phrase
normal person.
you're all right has me wondering.
Buy supplies. In this economy, did you see the prices of those? That's the real steal. That's the real capitalism. Is the real criminal. I'm just like trying to get by, on my own way. So, but I'll do whatever you guys want to do. You guys are the higher ups in this gang, so like, if you guys say don't steal, I will abide by that.
Again, not really a gang. Just to reemphasize that, more just of a group of semi-like-minded individuals who travel together.
Who at times may or may not tolerate one another.
Yes, and at times may inflict violence upon strangers.
that we
Yeah,
don't
as
like.
well.
And all right, that's good.
Well, are we just gonna like gloss over the fact that Marcus is out there somewhere? Are we just assuming he's not coming back, or
Marcus
we know
is right here.
I'm standing right in front of you. Tipper,
Sorry, not Marcus.
are you okay? Have you? I'm now
Long
getting concerned
night.
about Tipper. We may need to go to town just so she can get checked out.
There might be
That's
some
right.
screws loose in
Yeah.
her
Literally.
sort of robotic body.
Screws.
It was
Not
Fort Stockton. Is that where?
flesh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, would Pond know of Fort Stockton?
Yes, because
Yes.
as a former raider, you would have known that you would want to stay away from Fort Stockton because you know that is the headquarters of the Desert Rangers, that they have little satellite outposts all over the Texas Commonwealth. But Fort Stockton is where it's where the head honcho resides and where the majority of their people meet and stay.
Okay. So, Pond will like anxiety eat and like fill his mouth with like, all the food as fast as possible and kind of like choke while doing it, but go like, so guys, as he kind of like, just nervously sort of snaps his fingers and everything, goes like, how I like was a part of a bunch of like different gangs in the past and like all that stuff, my like past life, totally beyond that, but like, yeah. So I kind of have a history, and with that history, are bounties that different people have on me. So Fort Stockton doesn't quite like raiders, and I kind of gained a reputation over the years of participating in different gangs. So I may be a wanted man in this town and any other big town.
Pon, I don't know how to break this to you, but you may not have been as important as you think. I was with the Rangers for quite a while, and I don't recognize you at all.
We'll see. As he kind of like, he doesn't have a shirt on. That's right. But he kind of like picks the dried blood off of like one of his nails on his bat, and then kind of like flicks it off a little bit. He goes like, "But I do have a backup plan, so like, you don't have to worry about me. I just want to let you know that."
Well, I do have to worry about you. What is your backup plan?
And he kind of like goes into his backpack and pulls out a black plastic bag that's like duct taped around, and he kind of like undoes it, and he pulls out like super fine clothes. There's only a little bit of stained blood on it and some like bullet holes and everything, but he goes like, whenever I have to go into town, obviously I'm like a wanted man, so I just wear his disguise and put my pompadour down. The only time I'll ever put my pompadour down to try to like blend in, and I just gotta like go incognito while there, but it has a great success rate. It's like 40%, so like it should be okay as long as I don't open my mouth or go near any law enforcement or stand near any posters.
I think that's in generally probably just a good idea for you to do going forward, but I'll let you hold on to that.
Okay, but I know that you always have my back, right, Marcus? As he like holds up a fist.
Marcus will reluctantly return it.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I do think Fort Stockton is the nearest place for us to resupply, though, and we are in need of that. Though I personally don't want to go either, for other reasons.
Also wanted on a poster.
Did you fit arson as well?
Not that arson? No, never. And not that I know of. I have some had some bad times with some of the people there, but I think if we're just going to go in and out, we should be able to resupply and be fine if need be.
I mean, how bad are we talking?
Oh, I don't think they'll shoot me on sight.
Okay, if they shoot him on sight, then
all the same, I will be walking in behind you.
Yeah, that's fine by me. Let's go.
So wait, are you really familiar with this Fort Stockton town, Marcus?
I haven't been there in a few years, but I am somewhat familiar with it, yes.
Okay. So we're not gonna like bump into anything that's like animalistically type predator.
No, well, on the way there maybe, but you met Kaylee. She's from there.
Oh, okay.
Most of the folks there are fine. The leader is a little bit prickly, but
okay.
Do you have a dark and mysterious past, Marcus, that you haven't told us yet? He kind of like scoots closer.
Yeah.
I don't know about mysterious or dark, but I think everyone has a past.
True enough.
Beards hold a lot of secrets.
Only when you're eating soup.
That's wise, boss. That's wise.
Okay, so while you were having this conversation, further down the road, a Miss Peggy Sue and Sugar Cyrus have just left Fort Stockton with a bounty. Peggy Sue, you've gone to several different places picking up bounties, some of the satellite locations of the Desert Rangers. You don't necessarily work for the Desert Rangers. However, you pick up the occasional bounty here and there for them and for any town that needs something done. And of course, you've met Sugar Cyrus on the road at another location, another time and place. And you two have adopted a baby little Deathclaw. Very, very baby, like newly hatched within the past month or so. But you have just picked up a bounty. There has been sightings of a very large beast in the area. Nobody's sure quite what it is, but it has been making the trade routes difficult, the scout routes difficult, going north of Fort Stockton. And they want you to take a look and go hunting and track down whatever this thing or person or whatever the hell it is might be, and dispatch of it. And you will be getting 100 gold if you do so. 100 gold. Oh my God, I've been playing D&D too long. I was playing D&D this morning.
I mean,
what's the
I'll take that gold, hun.
I I feel like gold is more valuable. Yeah, we'll take the gold.
I can get more caps with 100 gold.
So you all have just left Fort. So Peggy, you and Sugar have just left Fort Stockton, and you are heading out to go find your prey.
Sugar Shack, you ready to go find this thing?
I'm good to go wherever the road takes us, so if you lead the way, I shall light the path.
I don't know how many roads we're going to be going down trying to find this thing, but I'm definitely walking in this direction, so that means you're going to have to keep your eyes up and off of the caboose, Sugar.
I keep my eyes to the stars and let them guide me where I need to be. It's not my fault that some things I find extraordinarily appealing.
She just, like, looks back and is just kind of like...
And, you know, Sugar is, like, staring into the distance while petting Bopper in the little baby carriage on my chest.
Peggy reaches into her pocket. I've got one left here, honey, and she hands a severed finger to Bopper.
And I'll turn to make sure that our baby Deathclaw Bopper can eat the little finger.
He's so cute when he chows down on stuff. I can't wait to have him help. Oh, just look at his little face. See, I'm just saying, it's gonna be real helpful. You just wait. You just wait.
You say what you gotta say.
Just like little scritches.
When you lead the way, and you let me know if you need anything to do. Otherwise, I'm just gonna enjoy the sweet sounds of nature, and Lady Luck will be around.
Rifle up over her shoulder in hand, making her way out into the wasteland looking for big beasties. Do we have a description? Or just a big beastie?
It has been said that this is larger than a man, but it walks around on all fours. It is very large. When it has attacked people, all that's left of them is blood and whatever they were carrying around on them, and sometimes not even that. Yeah.
Does this sound familiar to anything I would have encountered before?
You would know that there are large beasts out here that are probably mutated from brown bears. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we.
Yep. So yeah, no, we're just gonna be making our way out in general direction of any clues and things. Taryn's not nervous at all. No. Peggy is confident as all hell, but she keeps turning around and scritching Bopper and not paying attention.
So, and Bopper's in your backpack, right?
He
is on the chest backpack I have, so in the front of me, so we can.
That's right. Okay. You got the best carrier. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the best carrier to carry a little baby Deathclaw, and Lady Luck stays to my left.
Yep, making our way downtown, going fast. Yeah.
And tell me about Lady Luck.
Lady Luck is a gorgeous husky border collie blend, but also slightly looks like a ghoul almost. A little bit of that decaying look with some of the fur and the flesh. Sickly but agile and nimble as ever.
So she has not turned feral, just like you have not turned feral then.
Nope. We are just a pair of ghouls living a ghoulish life in a ghoulish land.
Perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Okay. That song's gonna be in my head all night.
Y'all are welcome.
All right, so you are making your way. You're making your way north as we cut back to the Tippers. The Tippers, as Pon has so lovingly said your gang's name is. So are you all leaving to go find supplies?
Ash would have been gathering her things in order to get ready to go on the road.
Yeah, I guess we'd just be like getting ourselves together to leave out. It's really weird. So we're not going to come back here, are we? We're going to leave permanently, heading towards Stockton. Yeah.
That's the best plan. Other than going to civilization where there's armed guards and a police force and everything, but I guess it's the best place to go. As he has Pon has a dud of a grenade that he uses as like a throwing device as he throws it over, and Hash Brown goes and catches it and like brings it back and everything, and just continues to do that.
And tell us about Hash Brown. A little bit.
Hash Brown's amazing. I wish I had him in real life. He is a boxer with a beautiful like brown coat. It's like honey, and there's like light brown eyes and everything like that. Super happy-go-lucky, super optimistic. Matches like Pawn, toe-to-toe, and they're like a pair. So every time they go to sleep, they knock out, pretty much together. And then when they eat like, together essentially, and all that kind of stuff. They have each other's back and all that. So it's good stuff. Good relationship.
So it's like sugar and Lady Luck and Pawn and Hash Brown. It's like the same. It's like definitely it's when they say pets and their owners look alike and act alike.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What does that say about Peggy with Bopper?
That says a lot, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Speaks volume.
I'm just saying. You said something about drunk in the trunk. Have you seen a death claw? They stacked.
They are. And then rippling pectorals and.
A death claw never misses leg day.
Our overseer turned into Megara for 2 seconds. All right.
What?
I approve. I said you turned into Megara for 2 seconds. I approve.
Oh.
Chef's kiss.
Okay. All right. So you start making your way north, heading towards the Fort Stockton area to where the Desert Rangers headquarters is, and
Ash is definitely in front. Always.
Okay. Awesome.
Marcus will run up
be-
to catch up with her.
Marcus
I'm
will be
standing with Ash, actually.
behind Ash.
Behind that.
Not in like a creepy way, but just like in a if something is going to hit us, it won't hit Marcus first. Wait.
It won't. Unless it's you from behind. And then.
Sure, that's definitely a possibility.
Okay.
But
so
that's what Pawn's for.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pawn
okay.
is definitely frolicking. He's literally like skipping as he's like going through his wasteland.
Oh my
That's awesome.
god.
Okay, so we've got Ash and Tipper up front, Marcus and Pawn leading up the rear. I love saying that. The rear. So there's not too many pets. Wasteland pets, it's fine. There's too many pets. No, there's not. There's never enough pets. There's gonna be a parrot someday. Soon, maybe, I don't know. All right, so then we have Peggy, Sue, and Sugar. We cut to you lots, back to you. A little ways outside of town, you do see some of the claw marks in the dirt. You are now in November, so it's November 2177. In Texas, especially during this time, it would probably still be very dry and very hot. So it's probably about 80 degrees. Not very hot. I know DeAngelo's in Arizona and it's been over 100 there lately. So hot for November, we will say. So about 80 degrees. So the earth is very dry, but you can see claw marks, you can see dried blood, you can see that there has been an attack recently, 109, holy cow. There has been an attack recently off the road. There are bits of cloth here and there, somebody's backpack has been left behind, and you see a foot. And that's it.
What's in the backpack?
You don't care about the foot? Screw the foot. There's no
Well, we'll get there in a second. You want to feed Bopper real quick? And she's opening the backpack.
What's a Bopper look?
And I'm sure a motion for Lady Luck to go get the foot and bring it over.
Is this a bag? Is this a bag of like human body parts?
Maybe. She's
Bag
opening-
open.
I know. So inside the bag, you do find 2 purified waters. Yes, and you find a container of spices.
Ooh.
Okay.
Tipper senses are tingling.
Okay. Yeah.
Purified water and a container of spices.
Noted. Hey, Sugar, honey, darling. Yeah, we got some spices now, Sugar. You thought breakfast was good yesterday. You just wait till I cook something up tomorrow.
I do love some good cooking. You got a talent for that gun as much as you do for the cooking.
Mima always taught me right. She looks back and Bopper is probably just like chewing on this foot, which just makes her happy.
Oh yeah, Bopper is sucking on the big toe, and has nibbled off all of the little toes at this point.
He's a monster. It's fine. He's just so cute. He's not cute. It's a face only a mother could love.
Cool.
Can we tell which? Is there a direction in which the blood splatter seems to go towards?
You can go ahead and do a survival plus perception.
All right.
So
Let's give that a go. Okay.
Let's see.
How does I've got that? I guess it's okay. So 2d20, and that would be then 2 successes.
Okay, what was your target number?
10.
10? Oh, so they were both under 10?
Yes.
Were either
6 and a 10.
Okay, cool. Were either of those tag skills?
My survival is a tag skill, but it's at a 3, so it did not.
Okay, cool. So you did get 2 successes. Your action pool is still, your AP pool is full, so it's a 6, so you don't generate any action points. But you will notice that there is a trail, little bits of blood going down further to the west. Sorry.
Hey, Shook, put that foot in your bag and let's keep the little one quiet, because we're going to start heading this direction. And Peggy will take her gun, kind of her rifle somewhat at the ready, and begin quietly, stealthily, you might say, making her way in that direction, kind of cueing, be quiet and be careful.
All right, well, Lady Luck, sniff it out. And Keen Senses makes all perception checks reduce difficulty by 1.
Oh, okay, nice. Sorry, I was trying to. Chat, is music better now for everybody? I just now saw all of the messages. Does the music sound better? It's not overpowering.
Too loud.
I do love Dexter.
She does. She really, really does.
The Towns. My second favorite show of all time, so. Or third. Second or third. It's tied in there. Okay, good. It's fine. Thank you so much. And hey, what's up, Robo Goblin? All right. So you are following this. You're following down this trail. You can see little bits of blood. You can see the large, these very large tracks as you head down, head to the west. You do come across a crevasse. Probably. Thank you. You come across this crevasse. Maybe this looks like maybe it would have been a trench where fields had once been, where water would have been. But the tracks go down into there. And then you do hear what sounds like squelching, cracking of bones, slurping, growling. Sorry, I'm so sorry, Alicia. I'm sorry. But yeah. I thought that was you making a face from that. Oh.
Peggy will whisper over to Sugar. I think we might have found it.
All right. And Sugar's gonna take the guitar case that was on his back, set it on the ground, pop it open, grab out the guitar, and plug it into the Pip-Boy on their arm. Whenever you're ready.
How do you want to go about this? You just want to start jamming, or are we trying to be sneaky?
You tell me the sweet sounds you want to serenade with.
Well, that ain't fair. Here, take a couple steps back, and I'm gonna hop up in there, and let's go ahead and make some ruckus and draw that sucker out. So Peggy will make a little bit of distance between the crevasse and herself. And just pick up a hunk of something, whether that's a dirt clod or a rock, and she's gonna chunk it down into the crevasse.
Okay. Yeah. So you throw a rock down into it, and you hear the sounds of eating stop, and then you hear a big form start to move, and then you can just make out these very big, beady eyes on this almost hairless creature that has hair sticking out here and there, but it's mostly hairless. Huge claws, a big snout, big teeth that starts to come up out of this trench. You don't have to roll initiative in this, which is fun. So what for the two of you, what is your initiative number?
That's an 8 for sugar.
That's a 17 for me.
And prior to at the start of our combat encounter, I'd like to spend a luck point.
Yes.
I'd like to activate. Yep, I'd like to activate a luck point.
Okay.
For mysterious stranger.
Oh, already. Fantastic. Okay, perfect. Good to know. Okay, and so what was your initiative, Sugar?
8.
8. Okay, so 8. So Sugar. And then Peggy, yours was higher. So Peggy.
What does the surrounding look like? Like
pretty open field. There are some rocks, some large boulder rocks here and there. Like I said, this looks like it could have been farmland at one point. So there are shoots of weeds and crops and stuff sticking out here and there. A couple of like wheat and whatnot. But
I will want to have kind of somewhat be like half cover behind a big ass boulder if possible, a little bit, so that there's just a something between me and the thing that I'm aware that I am drawing out of its hole.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you will be moving behind this boulder, just as you see this thing peeking out, and it's starting to crawl out of its trench. So you kind of duck behind one of the boulders real quick, and it's your turn to go first. So you do see it coming up, and it has now exited the trench.
Is it, upon first glance, is it well aware of where we are?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. See, she's just gonna, pop around, and, she's gonna fire off her hunting rifle at him.
Okay, go ahead. All right.
Oh, sweet diggity.
Do you know what your target is?
Yes, I do. My target number is a 16, and I rolled an 8 and a 14.
Nice.
Dagnabbit. Not quite a crit, but that's okay. So 2 successes.
Okay, perfect.
Does that hit him?
Oh yeah, no. So yes, 2 successes will hit. You go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. So.
Sorry, the difficulty is 1 for this. So the difficulty is 1, so you would have just had to roll 1 success, so perfect.
Okay. And out of fear, I have not opened up the cheat sheet that tells me what the numbers mean. Because I do
I
not.
don't have like the back of my hand now.
Okay, that's great. So 1.
Okay, that's 1 damage.
A 3 and a 4.
Both miss.
Yep. And then a 5.
Okay, that targets a 5 will target. It's 1, and it will target or trigger your special effects on your weapon.
That is 2 piercing.
Okay, all right. So that ignores 2 of its damage resistance. Okay.
And then 3 6s.
Oh no! Gosh, 3. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me calculate that up. So 3 6s would be so 3 more piercing.
Well, it's 3 6s, but I have piercing plus 2 because I've got rifleman.
Okay. All right. Okay. So 5 piercing total, and then you got okay, 6, and then okay, cool. All right. So go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Okay. That's a 2.
All right, you are going to hit it in its head. So you take aim with Peggy Sue with
Cindy Lou.
Cindy Lou, yes. And you fire straight into the snout of this thing. Oh yeah. What did you emote only chat? Oh, I love it so much. You fire right into the snout of this thing. It does not take a critical hit because it's got some damage resistance, but it does take some of it out. It does take some damage to it, but it's still up and still coming at you.
So That's my main action, and I have movement as well as like my major action thing. Correct. It's been a minute since I've.
So a minor action is movement. There's some other things you can do with minor.
Yeah, that's the okay. I'm gonna. He sees me. I'm gonna move as much as I can away from him. You know, just trucking back. I mean, we're gonna try. I know it's gonna get to me, but we're gonna do a thing.
Okay, Sugar's closer.
Okay, cool. All right, so you are backing up. It is going to, its turn. So it is going to come up out of the trench, and it is going to go for Sugar. Let's see. Roll.
I
Question:
forgot.
Is this creature it's a mammal?
It is.
Okay, that's all I needed. Continue.
Okay. It is going to. What is its target number? 14. So it's coming up. It is trying to claw at you. It rears up on its back hind legs, tries to claw at you. It gets one. What's your
Defense 1?
You have defense 1. Okay, so it did get one success. So it is going to swipe at you.
So I am going to use my perk Animal Friend. I get to roll a d6 whenever a mammal tries to attack me. If I get anything other than effect, it doesn't want to hit me. I rolled a 2. Which means, yeah, so the ability says, on a result other than effect, the creature chooses not to attack me.
Okay, does that happen after its turn, or is that can you do it as an interrupt?
It's basically, it seems like an interrupt. It says, whenever a creature NPC with the mammal, lizard, or insect keyword would attack me, roll a 1d6. On a result other than effect, the creature chooses not to attack me, but may attack someone else.
Okay. So it rears up, goes to try to claw at you. Instead,
don't do Lady Luck. Don't do Lady Luck.
Well, Lady Luck's way behind me. I don't ever go into Lady Luck.
I was like, oh God, please.
Lady Luck is back with my child, my bopper in the back.
Okay. Instead turns around where Peggy is behind this rock, and takes the other claw and swipes at you. What's your defense? What's your defense?
2.
2? Okay. It will not hit you then. It only got 1. So it tries to, it growls very loudly and swipes at you, but misses. Now it is your turn, Sugar.
All right. As I continuously strum just some sweet, sweet serenades of rhythm. Is this creature considered legendary?
It is not.
Perfect. I'd like to use my major action for Animal Friend. I get to make an attempted charisma survival test where the difficulty is 2. On a success, the creature considers me friendly.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So, charisma and survival, I'll roll my 2d20s. That is a 4 and an 11. For survival. Survival's a tag skill. I forgot how tag skills work.
So if you get at or below your tag skill number, it automatically counts as a critical success, getting you 2 successes.
Oh, so that's 3 successes, meaning this creature now considers me friendly and will defend me.
Oh my God. Okay. Cool. All right. So the Yaogui is not going to attack you, and you triggered. Is it an action though to trigger your mysterious stranger? I forget.
No, just at any point you can have the mysterious stranger show up at any point. I don't trigger it. So it's up to you when it happens, and then I'll do all the rolls.
Okay, cool. So you just started combat, so it's not going to happen just yet. Okay, so we're cutting back to Ash, Pawn, Tipper, and Marcus. All of a sudden, you can hear off down the road a ways. You can hear what sounds like a gunfire, growling, snarling, screaming off in the distance.
And sweet, sweet guitar riffs.
That too.
Maybe we should go the other way.
Yeah. Oh, now with that guitar playing, we gotta head there.
So, Ash, I have a question. So you know how like people are alive, they're breathing, they have items, and they're like they possess those sort of items, right? And it technically like it's not good to steal from people, like take other people's possessions, right? If they end up, let's say, dying, do they still possess those items, or are they like free reign? Would it still be stealing? They're dead, and we pick stuff off their body.
Wait, are you saying possessed, like as in like they're in the object? Wait, what are you talking about?
No. Just like you have possessions, like your sledgehammer, you own it. That's yours, Ash. But if let's say you were to die, not that you will anytime soon, but if you were to die, then would it be free reign, or would you still technically own that weapon?
Are you saying you want to kill Ash to get her?
No, just trying to define what stealing
Because I can guarantee you
is.
that I would come back to life and kick the living shit out of you.
I mean,
She would.
yeah.
You
That's
probably
true.
would. Yeah.
So is taking items from a dead body okay, or is that frowned upon?
No.
How long do they have to be dead?
That's generally how we make our living.
Okay. Cool, got it.
What?
Don't get any crazy ideas. Because it's
Wait a
your
minute.
funeral, not
Can we hear the
mine.
sounds of roaring and all that?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I have a 3 in survival. Would you say that I recognize that sound as a Yaogoe, just from even here?
Smart.
I have a 5 in survival.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you probably
I have a
both of you-
1.
Oh,
Alright,
God.
alright. It was like-
You
it was
probably
like-
have heard the sound before of some kind of large beast, maybe a yagui. Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. Well, maybe if we like hang out here for a little bit, it'll.
Would we also hear the gunshot and the?
Oh
guitar
yes,
music?
and screaming.
Probably,
Guitars.
well, I was gonna say, probably the exclamation of "Holy son of a bitch!" echoes through.
Is someone playing music and killing someone at the same time?
That's new.
If you listen carefully, it is what it sounds like, Tipper.
Why are we
Wait.
Okay.
That sounds
I
like
mean,
the
is this
sounds
normal
of-
for this fort area that
No.
we're going to?
No, it's not normal. Period.
And I have a question. Sugar, are you local from this region, or are you like from somewhere else and you came here and you're new here?
I'm from somewhere else. This is not local.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna be a huge fan of Sugar, but if you just got here,
Yeah.
I've been here for a little while. Like local all life, no, but I've been here a while.
Okay, oh yeah. Then I'll be like,
But-
wait a second, I know those sweet.
So have you played like
Yes.
mostly like dive bars and coffee houses locally, but you haven't hit anything major like?
I
that?
have played. To give you an idea, I have played with everybody:
Okay.
raiders, bandits, ghouls,
There you go. Yeah,
desert
Please, my
ra-
favorite
whoever
ska
lets me,
song.
I've been there.
So I immediately go like, I know those tasty riffs. That's Sugar, and then I'm like, oh my god, and then I immediately like dart over as fast as possible.
Okay.
Pon is running that way.
Should we leave him to his own
That's
demise?
what I'm thinking right now. I'm debating it.
Come on, Joey, keep up.
He's got hash brown. We probably should follow him.
Yeah, we
Pepper,
should follow him.
Really?
Tipper takes
Don't
off.
don't get too excited about it, Tipper. Okay.
All right, fine. Let's go after the idiot.
Follow
Tipper's already taken off after Pawn.
Okay. And don't forget to enter Texas in the chat for your chance to win a custom dice tray by Nerdy EDC. We will put whatever vault number or name or whatever you want in it and send it internationally. So enter Texas in the chat to win at the end of the show. All right, cutting back over to Peggy, Sue, and Sugar. It is your turn again, Peggy Sue.
So he's just sitting there not attacking nobody?
It's not. It tried to attack you, and did not. It went to attack Sugar. Really liked the music and went and turned and attacked you instead.
All right, well, fuck you very much, and she's just gonna shoot him in the face.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You would. It is now within close range of you. It's like basically right on top of you, so you would have disadvantage, I believe, with your weapon.
If I truck it backwards and then shoot him?
Not disadvantage. I'm still in
Plus one to
D&D. You
difficulty?
would have a plus. Yes. It would increase your difficulty by 1.
So I'd have to, so I have to roll 2 successes or I miss him.
Yes.
Correct.
But you
Okay.
can use action point to get another D20 if you'd like. Or
Okay.
3
I
to
will-
get.
I will burn an action point to make sure, and I will, okay. Not only is that 3 successes, Sugar, one of those is a natural 1.
Our first critical, nat one. That's awesome. So nat ones in this game are good.
Yay! That's so good for me, you guys. I'm good at the game now.
So the action point that you bought will go back into the pool. You're back up to 6 again. So, or 7.
Oh, 7.
Because of sugar. 7. So yes.
Okay. That is 3 of those miss. I do know that right off the bat. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. And then it is 2 1s, a 6, and a 5.
Okay.
And I have piercing 2, so I have piercing 2, and so that's 2 damage for the 2 1s, correct? And then a 5 and a 6, and I have piercing 2.
Okay. So okay, cool. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the piercing, which will ignore damage. So that's still not going to be enough to do a critical on them. Roll hit location, please.
That's a 5. I'm good at this game.
Yeah, so this time you're going to hit it center mass in its chest. It has just reared up, is growling, tried to swipe at you. Instead, you fire off Cindy Lou into its chest, right into it as it screeches out in pain. And then it is going to try to get back at you for that. It will, that's going to be 3 successes. I used an action point. And it is going to claw at you again. Let's see what the damage is. What's your HP, by the way?
15.
Okay. And by the way, our party is level 6. If you were wondering, they are starting at level 6. So let's see what the damage is. 11 points of physical damage.
So that's a crit, right? Because that's more than 5.
If that's not a crit, oh shit.
I do have 2 damage resistance.
Okay, let's see. Well, that was your. So I rolled a 1. That's going to be to your head. So what is your physical resistance on your head?
Oh, none of that. Yeah, no, that's dead.
You got a sweet scar.
Oh no! So you so it baps bopper, just like bopper, bops you across the side of the head, giving you a concussion. I believe the concussion. I should have this pulled up on the hit locations.
Does that make it what, wounded or crippled?
Chat
Well,
strikes
the
again.
concussion you when you hit, yeah, it's the head's different. I just forget what it is. Okay, injuries to the head. So you're dazed. So you are dazed right now. So you are losing your action, unless you want to just spend some more action points. You lose your major action on your next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot see clearly, and increase the difficulty of all tests, which rely on vision, by +2.
So I am concussed and just real fucked up right now. That's okay. I got bopped upside the head, y'all, and it's kind of sounding like some rattles. I'm about to be like Pond 2.0. Okay.
I blame chat.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
I have a minor action, correct? Still?
You do.
Can I? Well, no, I'm not fucking moving. Is it the same? If I try to move away, they get the attack of opportunity. Is that the same?
I don't think so. No.
Then
I don't remember that.
Okay.
It works different.
If that is the case, dazed and confused, one might say. I am trying to meander my happy ass away towards sugar.
Okay.
Well,
all right. Yeah. So you just got your bell rung.
Yeah.
By this Yaki. You're like stuttering back. Your boots are just going shuffling against the dirt. Sugar, it is your turn.
all right. So Peggy's now kind of behind me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So while I'm strumming, because apparently the music is not soothing the creature, I am going to do what any sane person would do. and I'm going to bonk it on its head with my hand. I'm just gonna tap it,
Okay.
or not its head. Just I'm gonna try to hit it with my. I technically have brass
Stop
knuckles that
it.
are concealed under my gloves, so
Okay.
I am going to hit it with a my signature move, a stop it.
Stop it.
Yeah. That is a 2 and a 9. No, 2 and a. That's a 6. That's a 2 and a 6.
Okay, so you definitely would because it's a 1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because that's a critical success. I have a 3 on there. Or no, it's not tagged. So
And you're full
2
of an action
successes.
points. So yeah.
So I'm going to hit it. That deals 3 of these. So that's 2 2s and a 5.
Okay, so 4 and 5. So 5 plus it takes effect. Your weapon, which is your hand, so it doesn't. So it's 5.
Yeah, my brass knuckles have no effect.
Right. So you you basically like punch it in the right in the forehead. Well, actually, no.
I have to
no,
roll to see where I hit, right?
Yes, unless you want to. Yeah.
Now that's a 12.
A 12. A 12 will be its right arm. So you punch it right in the right arm, and now it feels like it just got the COVID vaccine, and its arm is like a little bit.
Did that trigger a critical?
It did not.
So I'd like to use my my perk Better Criticals to trigger a critical. All it does is I spend a luck, and it automatically makes that hit a critical.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you basically dead armed its right arm. So he's like, so it really feels like it just got hit with the COVID vax. So it's just its right arm is just dead, hanging there right now, very numb. It's not looking like it's too happy with you. All right. So we will now. Did you want to do a minor action or anything else?
I had to remember what minor actions I have. Double checking. Move, take him. Nope, I'm going to stay where I'm at. I'm just going to keep strumming it. Yeah.
Okay.
Tee-hee.
Also, all right.
You knew what you.
So as Pawn, Ash, Tipper, and Marcus, as you run up, you see this large bear-like creature attacking these two people. You see a dog in the background barking. This girl in a long white dress, like kind of dazed, and this ghoul who has a guitar across their back just punched this thing in its arm, dead arming it. What is y'all's initiative order, please? Or what? Tell me, Ash, what's your initiative?
14.
Oh, this would be real embarrassing.
Okay.
11.
Yours? Oh, Tipper's 11.
Mhm.
Okay. Pawn.
10.
And what was yours, Marcus?
47.
Your
Excuse me?
initiative?
Oh, I'm sorry, 15.
It's like, say what?
I know, right?
He stay
80.
ready.
Right? I stay woke.
Okay. Writing it down real quick.
As my guitar is back in my arms after dead army.
So you run up seeing this. At the top of the order, we've got Peggy. It is your turn again. You are like dazed, basically.
Yeah,
I'm popping you.
Done knocked my hair out of its updo. So I either lose my major action or I have to spend points to do it, correct?
Yes, you can spend 1 action point to have another major action, and you +2 to any vision checks, which shooting a weapon would count.
Okay, so can I move away first?
Sure.
Just like how far can we just I want to move to medium range. I want to make it not hard for me in the first place, or harder. And so then I still roll my normal 2d20, correct? I just add 2 to my rolls, or how do I?
So
I
you
spend an action point.
You're going to spend an action point. So now you have your 2d20 again. You can spend another action point to get it up to 3. Know that your your
That's right.
hit
Okay.
has been upgraded by 2. So to hit this thing, you would need 3 successes
Three
right now
successes.
because it's
Well, after
defense is
this, what will
1
we
and
have as our pool? We only have 4 action points
Yeah,
left.
I'm not
Yes.
gonna do that. I'm just gonna have backed away. Basically, my as I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna. She's dazed and feeling funky. She just kind of taps him on the shoulder. You got this, right, sugar? And she kind of starts trucking backwards, keeping an eye. I mean, she's got her bayonet and her rifle aimed at him, but she's not stupid. I can't see straight for shit, but you got this. And she's kind of backing up. Yeah, that's me. That's my turn. That's what I'm doing.
So
Do
all
we?
those action points.
Yeah. Do we see all the? Do I see people coming up yet?
Hold on, I want to make sure. Let's see.
Would I be able to spend one of the action points to go now? Like to.
You
That's
can.
luck.
Yes, at
It's
any point
luck.
you
Oh,
can.
that's
So
luck.
it-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, luck. So yes, you could technically. So next it would be Marcus, but you could spend an action or a luck to go before.
Okay, I'll
anybody.
say like narratively, since I bolted immediately when I heard the music, I'll spend a luck to be able to go now, and I'll immediately like just jump into the fray and go to like strike the Yaogoi. And is there like a decline, or is it still like level sort of? You said it was in a ravine, right?
Yes, well, there's a crevasse from where like irrigation and stuff would be in a field, but this is pretty much like if you ever watched Wild Wild West, Will Smith, when they jump in to avoid the neck thingies, the razors trying to get at them, that's basically what the Yaogui was inside. So right now you're just in an open field plain that has a few large boulders and some crops here and there scattered about, but it's basically wide open.
Okay, perfect. I'll just go immediately to the Yaogoi to go and attack it. Noticing that, seeing Sugar and freaking out a little bit, being like, "Oh my god!" And definitely seeing like the blood and like the bruising already from Peggy. I'll be like, "Oh shit!" So I'll go immediately to the Yaogoi and get my bat out and be like, "Hash brown, stay over there!" And then like so just not get involved.
Hey, I don't know who you are, honey, but you feel like scratching my back, please? She's just pointing at this. She's like,
Like, you got it, miss. Any friend of Sugar's is a friend of mine, unless you're a bounty hunter. And then heads over to like the Yaogoi and just goes to attack.
Oh, no. Okay, go ahead and roll your attack. You're attacking it with Lucille, right?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
For those of you that don't know, Lucille is Pon's bat.
That was bad. I got an 18 and a 19. So I am so caught up with Sugar's appearance and like that I just kind of like swing while never losing eye contact from Sugar and then just kind of like freak out. So yeah. That's
never
me.
mind.
You're very distracted, swinging at this thing, completely miss. But hey, now you're in the fray and you're the closest thing to it.
Yes,
So
that's my
like
whole
what we-
objective is to draw attention.
Yes. Okay. So we will now go to Marcus. It's your turn. Pon just has run up past these people who this Yaogui was attacking, swung wildly, missed it completely. Peggy's standing there. Sugar, bop. What would you like to do?
How far away am I from the creature?
You're within close range of it.
Okay. I would like to use my quick draw feature to draw my weapon without using a minor action.
Okay. Perfect.
I would like to use my minor action to take aim at the creature.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay.
And then I would like to attack the creature with Winona, which is the weapon I drew, which I don't think it makes sense.
Why not? Yes, and almost everybody here has a name for their weapon.
Almost.
It's Texas, honey. We all got one.
I question you if you don't.
I don't even have a weapon, so.
Yeah, but you named your guitar, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, your guitar.
Well, then there you go. Yeah. All right, here we go. Low. Okay. I don't remember what the thing was, but I do get to reroll one of them, so I'm going to do that. One was a pass at a 15.
Okay. Oh, it passed to the 15.
Yes.
What was the target number?
16.
16. That was it. Okay, so it passes. Okay.
The other one was an 18, but I get to reroll it, so I'll go ahead and.
You can't. You don't necessarily need to. Its defense rating was a 1, so you just needed 1 success to hit it.
Okay. But I
roll that again because
but I
get
get to because of the name. Right.
Yeah.
So because I took aim, I get to reroll a single d20, which I will.
And it could be a critical, but yeah. Oh, and yeah, because it's underneath then it's a critical success.
Six is my tag skill on that. So.
Oh, so 4. You rolled a
No,
4?
it definitely is a crit. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you get
so two passes. So that's 1 over. Is that how it works? 1 over the number.
So you get 1 action point for your pool. So I think you're back up to full,
We're
right?
full. We're full at 7 right now.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
4, 5, 6. All right. So now I'm rolling the damage.
Okay.
Oh my. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 ones.
Okay, so
1, 2,
4.
3, and 4 twos.
And 4 twos. Okay. Oh,
8.
geez.
So 12.
Yeah, 8 more. So 8, 12 total. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you take aim with Winona, and go ahead and roll a d20 to see where it's going to hit. Yay! Black D&D's here too. Hey guys.
18, which is the right leg.
Okay, 18. Cool. So its right arm is completely dead right now. So you fire into it. That is going to, yes, that will trigger a critical hit on them, and that's leg. So you hit an artery in its leg. It starts spurting out blood everywhere from its right leg. Now pretty much the whole right side of its body, it's just like, it's not very happy right now, as it's lost the mobility of its right leg, and its right arm is also dead, muscle-wise, because it's a little shocked right now. So
I'm going to spend 2 action points
Okay.
and take an additional major action.
Okay, cool.
I have action boy / girl.
Oh,
So
boy.
the difficulty is not increased for this skill test.
Okay, cool. So yeah, okay, no problem, because it would have increased by 1 since you're taking a second major action, but now it does not. Okay, so the difficulty rating is still just 1.
Yes. Aim is no longer in effect.
Okay.
I 11 and 12, so no crits, but 2 successes.
So you gain an action point back.
Got it.
So you're back up to
And then I'm rolling the damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend 1 additional ammo to roll 1 additional damage dice.
Oh, nice, because it's you have 2 fire.
I have a fire rate of 1, so.
Okay. Then you can expend 1 more piece of ammo to do an extra d6 of damage. Yes.
So
Is that another action point?
Nope. I'm ammo. I'm spending ammo, not action points. So.
Yes. So if your weapon has a fire rate of more than just 0, you can expend another piece of ammunition to roll an extra d6. So if you had something that has a fire rate of 3, you can spend up to 3 more pieces of ammo to do an extra 3d6 damage if you'd like to.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I haven't rolled the 9th dice because I only had 8.
Okay.
But 4 6s.
Okay.
4 1s. The effect that I have on my gun is vicious, and vicious is
plus 1 damage per effect.
Plus 1 damage per effect. So that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Another 12 points of damage. Plus. I'm gonna roll one of the 6s and see what that does. There's a 4, so that's nothing.
Oh, so a blank. So you spend another. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and roll hit location, please.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Please let it be his damn face.
Natural 1.
That's the head.
So you shoot it right between the eyes. You can see it does split open its skull a little bit, but the bullet is sticking just right in the middle of its skull. It did not penetrate it far enough to go into its brain, and it's still just like very angry and snarly and upset.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Oh.
Yes, that is in face. Thank you.
Ash, you see before you, Marcus has just run up. Pow, pun comes up, swing. What would you like to do?
We have 6 action points, so you can be aware.
You might want to stand back for this. And then she's going to rush forward to do Crowning Glory to try to knock this thing's head off. So let's see if it happens with her super sledge. Oh, okay. So I have 2 4s. Is that because it's a... No, it's not, because it's one of my
What's
tags.
your tag still?
Because it's
How much
melee.
is... yeah, so what's your melee, what's the number on your melee?
6.
A 6? So, and you rolled 2 4s?
Yeah.
So that's 2
4
critical
successes.
successes.
Yeah.
So
That's
you
four-
would...
4?
Yeah. So you would gain, so you're back up to full action point pool, and the defense was 1, so you only need 1. So yeah, now you get to roll your damage.
Okay, and I also too I have the Slayer feat. So when I do this, I'm gonna spend. Do I have to spend? I spend a luck point to make it a critical hit. Whatever I do.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
see.
You
Let me
already-
roll
you
first.
already-
Yeah, it was
Oh,
a crit.
I got a 1.
It was
I got
already
a 1 for
critical.
the head, so it actually is gonna hit the head.
Oh
It was
my
already
god.
it was already critical though. You don't need to spend.
Yeah, you don't have to because it was already crit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, but it is hitting the head, so making that clear.
my
And
God.
I roll 9 d6s, so please bear with me.
Holy oh no.
9.
I rolled 3, and I thought I was doing something.
Here I was all proud of my 7.
Please don't forget to enter Texas in the chat
Texas.
to win this beautiful dice tray by Nerdy EDC.
Yeah.
It's a mug, wooden
D.
tray.
Okay.
We will put your name or your vault number, whatever you want, inside of it before we pour the resin. This is open internationally, so please enter Texas in the chat. And at the end of the show, we will be giving it away, doing the drawing for that.
Okay, so I got I got a 1 and a 3.
Okay.
And I got 2 6s,
Oh gosh.
and I got 5 5s.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And my effect is breaking. So that's
Reduces
I guess
1 DR from a piece of armor. And it's
Yeah,
yeah.
permanent.
So I'm gonna use action too if I need to, if action points to make this vicious if I need to.
Nah, UI. Ash.
UI.
So basically, she's like, you might want to stand back for this. She cracks her knuckles a little bit. She takes her super sledge. She winds it up. She runs forward and immediately just full on like Major League Baseball style out the park. So she's basically trying to hit it directly on the side of the head to knock this thing's head to the side.
Okay,
Hopefully off.
this-
That would be great.
So this thing already has a bullet in its skull. You come up, kind of nudging your way past Pawn and Marcus. Pawn has just tried to swing at it. Marcus has been firing Winona into it. You just kind of nudged past them as you bound up on it with your super sledge, and you baseball swing it right off the. You can hear the crack of the skull as it dislocates from it. The neck dislocates from its body, and it goes flinging out into the open field. And
Gone, ladies and gentlemen.
I know Tipper's like, well, all right.
Holy hellfire, that chick's built like a brick house. And Peggy kind of like sits down.
Tipper, you see as you run up, you can see Peggy is she doesn't look right. She looks very, very hurt, and she's very dizzy.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there.
So Ash is gonna go up to like after basically just doing the thing, little crazy eye action. She kind of looks behind, makes sure that everyone's okay. She probably sees Peggy just looking kind of like, because she didn't know that Peggy was necessarily in like fighting or any of that jazz, because she was basically, they came up.
I am black and blue.
So she's
Yep.
gonna
she's
actually
black and
take
blue.
one of her stim packs and sticker on, I guess, on the side of the head or something. I don't know.
Well, as you try to approach Peggy, Sugar's gonna kind of like place a hand on your shoulder. I don't know who he is, but what you got in your hand that you're trying to hand over to my friend?
You haven't seen a stim pack before?
I mean, I've seen a lot of things. I just wasn't expecting you to exist.
Peggy lays down.
Well,
It's
we
just
kind of
Well,
like-
either you want your, I don't know if this is your friend, love, whatever. I don't really care. But if you want her to die right here, right now, then I don't have to.
I don't know if
do
you noticed,
anything.
but we did just come in and bail you out.
I mean, I've also had people try to steal our bounties before.
That
so
chick
I don't know.
is jacked, sugar.
Basically, Ash is gonna ignore it and just basically stick her like in the neck or something. Wherever most of the injury is, stick it in that area.
And Ash, I'll just say that I did soften it up for you.
Han is definitely like doesn't realize the battle's over as he's still like lazily swinging his bat while looking at Sugar, and then realizes then that the battle's over, and immediately fumbles into his like fanny pack to grab like a switchblade comb, and is like trying to make sure that his pompadour looks good before like coming over and meeting Sugar. And
How much? I'm sorry. I was gonna say, quick question. What does the stim like? How much are what is we're doing? Because
Okay.
I see that by the I see a blurry guy like combing his hair, and Peggy is just so fucking confused at this point.
So it does say technically you cannot administer a chem to somebody that doesn't want you to. I know during the one shot, I totally shot a chem up I gave her some jet. I believe no psycho. I gave her some psycho.
So stim pack is the same. Health
But,
pack.
it's like consent.
I think
It's like
that's
TTRPG
fine.
consents. Like if
Yeah.
your
Okay, I don't
character
have.
refuses
Okay,
it.
So-
we can have it like
Yeah.
he based Sugar basically like convinced.
What happens
Well-
if they're
Charm
unconscious?
not
What happens if
to.
they're unconscious?
Well, I was gonna say Peggy's sitting there as you come up. She's just like, Yeah, she's-
it will give you 4 HP, or it will stabilize a dying person, or it will get rid of 1 injury. So if you want it to
Just so you know, Marcus gives you his consent if he's unconscious or dying. Just give him a
Blanket
back.
statement. Yeah, there you go.
Blanket.
It's will and testament.
Yes.
so I either get rid of the concussion or I get 4 health points.
yes.
Questions aren't that bad.
Does the concussion continue to affect all of my actions?
I believe it
I
changes your
believe
perception.
because
entirely.
you have an injury, your head is still injured, so you would continue to have effects of that injury until it is treated.
Let's get rid of that concussion then. I can avoid getting hit, hopefully, but I just okay.
The effects of an injury last until receiving medical attention, which this is medical attention. So, yeah, you would have
Okay.
that disease, and yeah.
Yeah, well, then after receiving that stim pack, Peggy will shoot up and just be like, "Holy mother, y'all are big." Just that's all she just sees, like these 2 massive people, and is just kind of like,
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Step over Peggy
um,
to get to Sugar.
"Yep."
she puts the stim pack right into your neck, and it feels like Excedrin for your brain, and all of a sudden your brain starts to clear up. It doesn't hurt as much. The swelling in your brain starts to go down a little bit.
And the Sugar's
But you
gonna
see all
make.
these strange people around you.
She's
Yeah.
gonna put their guitar back in the pack and kind of re-establish Bopper on the baby carrier.
And Bond will definitely be like, "Oh my God, are you the Sugar?"
That would be what they call me.
And he kind of like freaks out a little bit, doing a little bit of dance, like, "Hash Brown, get over here! You're being a celebrity!" And then like, as Hash Brown comes over, and he kind of like, "Hash Brown, no humping, all right? Absolutely no humping." As he looks to Sugar, like, "I'm a huge fan, sir. Can you please like sign my bat?" As he like hands over like Lucille and a Sharpie.
You want me to sign your bat?
It would mean like the world to me. You're my favorite musician. I got to see you play. I was in a gang like a while back, and you performed for us, and it was like fantastic. You took me to another world, dude.
Which Raider group was that one?
That was oh my God, I don't have it here. We're gonna say the Crimson Skulls.
The ones that had the effigy of the bloody skull in front of the building.
Correct. The ones that were known for arson. Yep. It was a cool gang while it lasted.
It was great.
Hey, did you just say arson, Sugar?
I believe this. And what is your name?
No, Sugar didn't say arson. I did.
Yeah, what's your name, honey?
People call me Pon, but a lot of my real name is Patricio,
Idiot.
like Ortiz.
You can call him
If
idiot.
you could
Do I
sign
know
off,
that
I would
name?
appreciate-
No need
Do
to
I-
call him
Probably-
idiot. Ash,
I would
that's
say
not called
voluntarily. You
for.
probably absolutely do if you're a bounty hunter.
As I'm gonna sign on the bat to my biggest fan, Pond.
Mm.
Shine like a star in the night sky.
Pond
Where-
melts as he's like,
Hey, Pond Honey, where are you headed?
and then he goes like, wow, and he's just so taken aback. He goes like, Fort Stock something as he just
Oh, yeah.
revels in his bat.
Funny you should say that. We're about to head back this way with this bounty, and y'all done helped us, so...
We were supposed to take down this thing.
Hold on. I think I know you, Miss.
You don't know nothing.
Yeah, you do look awful familiar.
Well, you know her?
Yeah, I don't know if we ever really ran across each other, but I do recognize her. She's not known for taking down animals, though. She's normally known for taking down a different kind of animal.
I couldn't agree more. Now zip it.
And then I go over to Tipper and be like, boss, you gotta hear this person perform, please. And then I like try to guide you over to Sugar and be like, this is Sugar. He's one of the greatest musicians you'll ever hear in your whole entire life. And you're like, this is our gang leader, Tipper. She's the best ever.
We're not a gang. We're not a gang.
We've killed so many things since we met.
Tipper
She's
is not
great,
the
efficient leader.
We don't have a leader. This is not a gang.
There's no leader.
It's not a gang.
Tipper's sort of just looking around, like, because she was in the middle of putting together something to give Peggy because she noticed that she was really low on health. So while she's like hearing Pawn give this dissertation on who Sugar was and his past accolades, she's like, "Oh, nice to meet you," and she just hands this sort of solution to Peggy Sue, and she's like, "Don't worry, it doesn't have dog food in it."
That's important information.
You might want to tell her what exactly you're giving her.
Oh,
because
I'm
this
sorry.
other guy is very suspicious of us, even though we saved their butts. But all right.
Hey, I didn't say nothing about being suspicious. Now, I'm appreciating the old jab in the neck. I just want to know what I'm about to chug down, hun.
That's
It'll
fair.
make you
Actually,
it'll
a
make you
health
feel better.
potion that I've come up with myself. They've come up with all on my own.
There's only a little
It'll
bit of
bring me
bleach.
back to full health. Trust me.
Oh, all right.
I know she looks a little shifty, but I can vouch for her. Just take
And
it.
I will shoot the. I will shoot the potion.
Yeah, so it's basically gives you it's basically the same thing as a stim pack, but it is in a cough syrup form. So yeah, you would gain back 4 HP.
Sweet.
Okay, I was going to say, do I have to roll anything? I don't think so, because I have to re-roll a d20 or anything like that.
No, since you're giving, okay, good. Since you are giving back, or since you're giving her basically a stim pack, you just mark the stim pack off of your inventory. And a little
cool.
bit of sugar, because you mixed in some sugar with the stim pack, put it in a cup, and basically made a cough syrup solution of sorts.
Yeah,
What does it taste like? Out of curiosity.
Hopefully, grape nightclub.
You know what it tastes like?
Oh.
It tastes like Tang. Like, remember Tang, which is like that orange drink thing?
Mhm.
It's like Tang mixed with like a grape popsicle. And I don't know how, but then mixed with a little bit of grass from outside.
How much sugar
Oh.
is in it?
Oh, okay. This tastes. This tastes like home a little bit, but you know what? That's all right. I appreciate it. I'm feeling a whole lot better. So y'all are a gang.
No,
Yes, we are.
We're
Nope.
not. We're not.
we're not a gang.
We're
No.
not a gang.
Yes.
Yes.
We-
No.
It's a lot of mixed messages going on with this.
Tipper,
Boss.
we are not a gang.
Not a gang.
No, we're
Not
not.
a gang.
Marcus says we're not.
We
Ash
never
says we're
were
not.
a gang.
Juan says we are.
There's no leader.
So what?
Stop confusing these people.
Boss, could
random
we please
people.
escort them to town? Like.
Hey,
they
hey,
need to-
hey, Sugar. Will you go snag a couple of fingers off that thing, and then let's take its head back for the bounty? But I want to get some snacks for Bopper. Yeah. So what's taking y'all to Fort Stockton?
Well, originally we were heading there for a completely different reason, but now we're just heading there to resupply.
Stock up.
Sugar's
What
gonna
about you, Pon?
Start pulling off some fingers.
Hey, Pond, I don't think you should be answering too many questions from this nice lady.
I'm sorry. What are you implying?
You are right. I'm not worthy to speak in front of Sugar's presence. He's too glorious. As I like just step back and kind of look.
That's exactly what I meant.
Glaring at Marcus.
So let me get this straight. So you were killing an animal for bounty.
You'd
but
say
you
that.
Decided to team up with a musician, and what do you do?
I'm not a musician. I'm an artist of all kinds.
He is.
He's a few more fingers.
And he's a hell of a babysitter.
So what is it that you do?
I like to help keep the plains out here pretty clean, if I do say so myself.
Are you guys living in Stockton? Where are you from?
I'm actually from down I'm from down south, over down by Laredo, but made my way up towards the hub a little while back, and had a job to go turn in and go snag some caps for, and happened to pick this one up while we were in Stockton recently. I thought it'd be a quick one. Needless to say, my luck was not on my side.
No,
you are in fact a bounty hunter.
Well, that's a dirt
now. As I look over at Marcus.
Well, that sounds like a dirty word. I don't necessarily go by bounty hunter so much as I'm just.
What about widowmaker? Is that a dirty word?
No, but that sure is flattering, honey. I'm glad to know you heard of me.
Well, I have.
And I guess it might strike you as funny as I remember your face.
I don't know why you would.
You associate with the Rangers there, Sugar? Sorry, wrong Sugar, honey.
I know you.
How many condiments are you gonna call us?
Well, honey bunches of iced tea and peaches over here, Mr. Dapper Dan. She kind of like flicks your hat. How long you been associated with the Rangers, or last I heard maybe you left?
It's been a while since I associated with them. Probably less time than you, if you're working bounties for them.
Not just for them, Sugar. Again, wrong Sugar.
Can we put a numerical value to these sugars?
I'm sensing some tension, and I know tension. So how long have you guys known each other?
I wouldn't say I know him. I just
don't think we know
recognize
each
his
other that
face.
well. I've seen her around. I've heard of her.
Well, it seems like you knew.
I know of her work as a. I don't want to use the phrase again, but as a bounty hunter.
I prefer the phrase
Got it.
freelance collector.
Sure.
And that's another reason I keep him around. He's good with the words.
Collector of bounties.
Oh,
So he
definitely
plays
scoots behind
music
Ash and just like
while
uses a
you
huge
fight.
frame.
The bound for whatever animal you're hunting. Is that it?
Yeah.
It's not always
Background
animals, is it?
musician.
Well,
Sometimes
it's pigs. Well, most of the time it's pigs, honey.
Are you using that term loosely?
Most men are. Well,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Ash is gonna turn to Tipper. So you mean to tell me that this whole time we could have been to get caps? We could have been killing animals? You kidding me? Are you serious?
What?
It's not just the free killing of animals. There's a whole process. As I think I
rare-
would officially get the head off by this point.
It's rare that that's required. A town would have a specific need to have that done.
I can certainly help y'all find jobs like this if y'all want. We can head on over to Stockton.
All of a sudden, you hear a very loud shot ring out from the distance, very far in the distance, and it shoots a very large caliber bullet into the side of this town, Yaogui.
Hold on, I got the head off.
Oh, hell no. Excuse you?
What is going on in the city, town?
There's some crazy fuckers out here, and I'm about to clean house if they touch my bounty again.
Mark, if someone just shot at the thing that was on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
Marcus,
Where did it come from?
Marcus is going to take
Seriously?
cover. He's going to duck down behind something.
I look at Tipper and it's like, is this a pancake situation, or do you want me to play it safe, or?
Oh my god, I can't see it.
Just out of curiosity, is this a specific
was it-
caliber I recognize?
Is it waffles or pancakes? I'm sorry.
It's kind of, so while this is all
Pancakes
happening,
are
everybody's kind
activate,
of
waffles to stop. Yeah.
Waffles and stop. Oh, I
Sorry,
was.
Waffles is
fucking wrong on that.
Waffles
So-
stop.
with this round that went
Waffles.
off and everybody's
Okay.
reacting. Sugar's
No,
just
no
gonna
breakfast.
continuously bound up the head into a sack and just like standing tall, not even ignoring the bullet entirely.
Yeah, Marcus is not ignoring you. He's looking around to see where the shot came from. And seeing if
I
going to
I
shoot
can
again.
promise you right now, you ain't ever gonna find who shot it.
Peggy, you would also have recognized the sound of this gun and the wound on the Yao Gui since you've been around Sugar.
Okay.
So
See,
it's
luck
nothing
is
new to
always
you,
on
it
my
just
side.
randomly happens sometimes.
I just have my rifle out, looking in the direction from which the bullet came.
Listen, everybody, listen. Ignore the bullet. It's my friend.
Well, does your friend have a name?
Probably.
You're
He plays a different type of instrument then.
I mean, if you consider
Tee-hee.
you consider a strong arm weapon, a ranged utility, I would say yeah.
Mm.
You know, there's a lot of meat here. As I look to the dead body of the Yao Goi, like, should we take some of this?
And
Well,
you see
absolutely.
Sugar's been carving for this whole time, like just carving away, giving a few small bits to Bopper, a few
Pon,
to
you
Lady.
should get in on some of that carving.
Y'all don't know how
Sure.
lucky you are either. I got some spices over here in my pack now.
Spices?
Patricio?
Tipper
Please tell me
here.
it's not sugar.
Tipper here's.
Oh no!
I've been honing my cooking skills for my crew, not gang. And recently there have been some complaints regarding the lack of spices or the type of spices I've been using in our culinary delights. So if
None
you
for me,
have
boss.
some extra spices.
honey, I'm gonna-
Complaints is a strong word.
Oh, okay. One, if somebody's cooking for you, you be respectful and you eat what they put in front of you, and you say thank you, sir. Were you not raised here? Manners. Good grief. Needless to say, honey, I'd be more than happy to teach you how to cook. My mama taught me all growing up.
Mama?
Miss Maker, were you talking to me there, or were you talking to
Well, you were
Pon?
real rude.
I never questioned her cooking.
You see Ash, the side of her mouth looks like it's about to smile, but then goes back into place.
Like, get back down there. It's-
At this point, I feel like Peggy's just gonna blame Marcus for everything.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling too.
And Ash
blame
is
Marcus for
enjoying this
Sure.
thoroughly. Ash
I'm just gonna
loves
keep
it.
carving out some meat casually over here.
Like every now and again, Peggy's like smiling at Sugar, like them still going and
I'm looking
just
at
carving
Pon,
away.
wondering when he's gonna start carving some meat too.
Yeah,
I
we should
do
start
as-
having.
Yeah, as I get out my switchblade and then like start helping out. Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
are going to, please make an endurance plus survival test,
That is
Sugar,
my
with a
specialty.
difficulty of 1.
I don't have any
Endurance.
endurance.
Redemption, Pon. It's redemption time.
Two successes with a critical success. So three successes.
Oh,
I got-
Pawn.
I got
Okay,
one success and then a natural 20.
Oh Jesus!
So,
dice?
Nice.
so,
I'm gonna put this
so
away.
I will say that both of you are going to yield.
Oh, no.
This thing is pretty big. Y'all are going to yield 10, 12 portions of Yao Gui meat.
So
Question.
Oh.
Does the natural 20 give a complication?
Oh, did somebody get that 20?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Pawn
Oh,
got an extra
gosh.
20.
Okay. Okay. Actually, you're not going to get that many. Okay. So as you are, Sugar, you're carving away at this thing, butchering this thing all nice and neat. All of a sudden, Pawn comes over with his switchblade, his hair switchblade. He's like, yeah, like digging into it. Ends up cutting one of the arteries, or actually the heart. We'll say that Pawn stabs his switchblade right into this Yao Gui's heart. It completely explodes, blood everywhere, all over you, all over your guitar, into your eyes, into some of your little skin folds and whatnot. It's all over you. It's a little bit all over Pawn as well, but mostly all over you, Sugar.
He looks completely.
And Bopper-
More importantly, how many
Behind
pieces
you-
did I
behind you
get?
starts- Nothing. Bopper, though, behind in your little backpack, tries to take a bite at you. Now that you're covered in this yummy, delicious monster blood, then we'll see. Bopper
My
does.
critical success canceled by pawn.
What's your resistance? Your damage?
It's a
resistance?
1.
A 1. Bopper is going to take a bite out of you.
All right, Bopper technically applies to my animal friend, and
Okay.
I rolled a 2, meaning it won't try to hit me.
Okay, Bopper instead of trying to bite into your flesh, starts biting into your leather jacket, and it's just kind of like gnawing a hole into your leather jacket, trying to get all of the blood off of this, off of you.
All right, Bopper, calm it down.
Whoa! What is that? What is that?
Peggy is like making goo eyes at it while he's doing. Look how cute he is.
He is trying to eat your friend. How is that?
What? Hold on. Do you
so
really
sorry, Mr.
have
Sugar.
that thing in a little sack
Yeah,
on your body?
Look at him.
What are you,
You know what
planning
it
to
is,
do
right?
when it grows up? What's your plan there?
I'm gonna feed things to it.
We're gonna keep raising it.
You mean feed yourself to it, because it's gonna kill you.
No, he'll love
I've-
me.
I've never
One of the
seen
gangs I
someone
was
with
in
a
did that,
pet death
and
claw.
they all died.
It seems like a bad idea.
Very bad.
I mean,
Very
the entire
bad.
wasteland's full of nothing but bad ideas, but that's how you live life, finding out the good experiences from the worst
No.
decisions.
Avoiding bad ideas is how you survive. This is a bad idea.
But
How
look
about
at
you?
him. But
I
he's
ain't never
so
been killed by a
cute.
death claw yet.
If ugly means cute, sure.
Okay, but look at those little teeth going.
Yes, imagine those little teeth sinking into you as you sleep.
Like
They-
it almost
yeah.
did your friend.
Don't threaten me
Sugar.
with a good time.
I promise we're not that weird.
And here
But-
I thought we
You're
had
making
the
it
craziest
hard to
people in our
believe.
group.
Okay, but to be fair, I mean, you know what? We might just be a match made, hun.
Well, the problem is with this little incident with this heart rupture, it looks like the meat's not going to be as effective as we would have liked.
I am
Man.
so sorry, Mr. Sugar. Do you want me to remove one of my pinkies as he like holds up the switchblade to his like pinky, like ready to redeem himself?
As much as I
No.
believe Bopper would love to enjoy that, I think you need your pinky more than Bopper right now. I gathered a few of the, I got some of the toes, and I got the head off, so we got what we could.
Your
And you would
generosity knows no
instead
bounds.
get instead get 8 portions of Yagui meat.
And I'm going to pick up all 8 portions since Pawn butchered his portion.
I do not refuse. But if I see you struggling because you can't carry that much weight, then I will offer to help.
You'll see I pull a guitar case and I have this like leather jacket type thing that fits perfectly onto Lady Luck and has little pouches where I slide the little meat packs in there.
She's a little pack dog. Yeah.
So Tipper, how does it feel to not be the craziest person in the wasteland?
I never thought I was the craziest person in the wasteland. I always
Really?
thought that was Marcus.
I tend to agree with this one. She seems to know her shit.
I think that's the definition of crazy. You're not realizing that you are in fact the craziest.
I think that sounds like the
Sometimes he
pot.
talks sense. Sometimes.
See, to me, that just sounds like the pot calling the kettle black. And
Sure,
from what I can
Says
tell,
the person raising a death claw.
but look at his little face. Holy shit! Look at the. Okay, but come look at him.
I'm
How
good.
big
I'm
is the
good
death
where
claw
I am.
now? How big is it?
It's like
big is
it's
it now?
pretty tiny. It's only like maybe like a foot and a half. It's like just like in the back. The back
So it's like a gremlin.
Like a slightly bigger gremlin.
She just goes up and gives him little like forehead scritches. Like, look at him. He's so cute. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Miss Peggy Sue, you realize that your pet's gonna be very, very big one day and very, very dangerous.
You're already feeding him meat. He's gonna be attracted to the taste of blood and meat.
Just got to teach him the right one.
Okay.
I got this figured out. See, I learned that any animal with the right sounds will be real kind to you.
Does Ash see his dog, Lady Luck, by chance?
Yeah, Lady Luck has come up with, like, you have me next to the bear with the death claw and Lady Luck in the
So does
guitar
this
case.
one like the taste
Like a
of flesh
petting
too?
zoo.
Do we have to worry about this one as well?
Lady Luck just likes to enjoy pretty much anything.
What does she look
Define
like?
anything.
I mean, if you want to feed some horse, dog, vegetables, a disgruntled neighbor, Lady Luck will eat it up.
You hear that, Pawn?
Pawn,
Hash Brown's gonna be dead in like a day.
I'd keep Hash Brown away from the pets.
Oh, no worries.
That's probably
Lady Luck
best.
only
Hash
eats
brown
what is
don't
fed.
She's a good she is a good girl. Why do y'all keep questioning all of our pets? I'm not sitting here questioning this man and his fluffy hair.
Does
Hey.
Hash Brown seem to be okay with Lady Luck?
Definitely doing the thing where Hash Brown is very happy and optimistic, so he would definitely go and sniff and like be very curious, you know, especially
And
the
lick-
butthole. Who's definitely sniffed the butthole.
And Lady Luck is a bit of a pretentious dog. So like always has like the nose up all the time. And like upon Hash Brown will kind of like turn to look like you haven't earned the right. And will kind of like prance away a bit.
Wait, what kind of dog is she? I know that
She's
Hash
a
Brown's a
husky.
boxer.
She's a husky border collie ghoul.
Okay. Okay.
It's like
cool.
patchy fur or no fur?
Patchy fur. There's patchy fur. There's some of the parts that have fur. Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
pretty disturbing.
Very vocal, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Okay.
She's sweet as all hell, I can promise. Probably a lot nicer than little Bopper over here, but Bopper gets to ride on Sugar. So really, my way of thinking is if Bopper does go bad, it's not going to be me first. And Sugar's pretty fucking lucky, so.
So you have considered that possibility.
Not even a single moment of my life.
I definitely did, but again, when you weigh it out.
Well, that's a step in the right direction as far as I'm concerned.
Oh.
Exactly. See, listen, the way it goes when you're dealing with Sugar, there's no harm that ever comes near me. Lady Luck has been on my side, both this gorgeous dog and life itself.
Do you often refer to yourself in the third person?
Yes.
But Joey,
It's a bit
Marcus.
necessary.
Tom.
the poll
It's
says
the way it
first
goes.
play party member, Bopper, Hash Brown, Lady Luck, or Joey.
And I've already voted for Joey.
But look,
Oh, come on.
we discussed what we could. We got to turn
Oh.
this little head over as the trophy to claim our reward. If y'all coming through, join the journey in the road to the fort.
Strength in numbers. I promise I will not turn anybody in for a bounty. I wasn't handed it. I don't
Why
care.
you would? I don't think there's any bounties out on us. Shouldn't be.
Not most of y'all.
Marcus, didn't you say there might be a bounty
just
out
like-
for you?
Nah, I never said that, Tipper. I said
Okay.
that the leader of Fort Stockton may not look too kindly on me, but
I'm just saying.
Okay. Semantics. Got it.
No, my apologies. My manners have been out the window. It is a pleasure to meet you all. I am Sugar Cyrus, the national performer.
Oh, yeah, I guess there are manners. My name is Peggy Sue.
Would I know Peggy Sue? Because usually raiders would know bounty hunters who are well known or.
You would have heard legend of a woman in a white dress who you want to look out for because she might take your head off and then get some cash for it.
Okay, perfect. And then I kind of like squint my eyes really hard and then like kind of fiddle in my like fanny pack to like pull out my glasses and kind of look and be like, oh shit. And then kind of like, hide
As
a
you
little
do
bit
that,
behind-
yeah, like as you do that, there's like the quick like wink.
with like bruising all over your face and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is a pickle.
And I'm assuming, to my understanding, you, Tip is the name I heard. You're in charge of this crew?
No, I'm not in charge. But Pawn decided I was in charge, but I'm actually not in charge. I do, however, know how to cook pretty well.
And
So
you're the most
who's
emotionally stable.
in charge of this, not a gang, this crew?
we don't really have anyone who's in charge. We just
So you're just a group of wanderlust beings.
Kind of,
Oh,
sort of, but
Sure.
not really.
sure.
Sure.
Are you guys together doing what you're doing? Or are you part of a bigger, not a gang?
Are you his groupie?
Excuse me?
Sorry, are you his
Peggy
groupie?
and you, Sugar, are you part of a bigger group that's not a gang? Or are you just together doing what you're doing?
Well, for one, he's tagging along with me because I had some caps to, go pick up. But he is my friend and traveling companion thus far. As far as being somebody's groupie, sugar, I don't waste my time.
But one day in time, indeed, you will taste the sweet, sweet serenade of my. You know what? It's best we hit the road.
You can keep on trying there, bunches. Alrighty. Do y'all want to head back on to Stockton? I promise I'm not going to turn nobody in for no bounty. I appreciate the company and possibly not dying.
I'm down.
Name's Ash. Make sure to keep an eye on that thing. Because if you don't...
She's gonna eat it.
No, she'll just kill it.
Eat it, I'll kill it.
Why would you kill it?
If you don't keep an
Again,
eye on it, I think
Keep
that's
an
what
eye
she
on
said.
it.
He's got some time before he's any real threat. Right now, you just spin him too quick and he just snap his neck like a chicken. Let's go on.
I see.
Chicken?
Ash,
Do
you
we
got a
have
tough
chickens
exterior,
here?
but I see inside. You've got the
I wouldn't do that
sweetest
to you.
soul.
A chicken would be
I,
good.
I don't know what you're talking about. And then Ash basically starts walking forward, starts walking out.
I know.
Tipper runs
it's
after
on me.
Ash.
In her jacket.
Tipper runs after Ash.
On
He's like,
follows
oh,
Tipper.
Ash, by the way, real quick, favor. And she points to like your pip. Can you play the tape real quick? Just for shits and giggles. Thank you.
So you hear as y'all start picking up your bits and whatnot, and start walking toward Fort Stockton. You hear on this Pip Boy, Sugar. You would recognize this because you too are wearing a Pip Boy, different model, same basic functions, but you will hear this middle-aged gentleman talking about the love of his life. And how he basically left his old job for a new job so he could spend more time with her.
Well, this is a strange song to be listening to.
Not a song.
Oh, it's not like a spoken word poetry type thing?
Kind of. It's a long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it over a nice dinner at some point. But it's my favorite tune, I guess.
See, he gets it, Tipper. Everything about life is about finding the frequency you vibe to. Tipper, you found what song serenades your soul, and might I say, it is sweet as sugar.
Now you're copying me.
I mean, you used my name.
You took my word.
Okay. All I know is I'm always going to be on the tip of your tongue.
God damn it, Sugar. So, Pon, what brings you out here? She's like, Peggy's just kind of walking next to Pon.
He essentially tells her his life story. He's like, well, we're from where, like, whatever Arizona. What is it? The State Commonwealth?
Fort. Yes,
where Arizona was? Yeah, essentially where Arizona was. And he goes like, well, I was out there and, joined a bunch of gangs, did a lot of murdering, a lot of arson, a lot of stealing, a lot of prostitution and all that kind of stuff. And I ended up, I did a lot of arson, a lot of murdering, and yeah, so
put that out there.
And I, just one day, one thing went too far, trying to redeem myself, found Buddhism, and found like the glorious leadership of Tipper, and everything's gone well so far. So it's been pretty cool. I actually watched her die and come back again, so it was like magical. So it's pretty.
So you're turning a new leaf, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm trying my best to help out as many people as possible. Took out a group of feral ghoul and helped like do a prison break. Or not a prison break, I guess. It would be more of like an enslavement break, because we all got captured, and helped them break us all out and everything. So I'm trying my best, and he kind of like pulls out, he shows Lucille, but flips it over and sees a bunch of like notches. And, like, these are all the bad things I've done, and there's like a billion notches. And here's the good things, and there's like 20. And then like, it's like, so, every day's a journey. And
Marcus
good
will whisper to Ash, and this, you think this is about the time you should introduce him to one of your rules? You want to probably, you may want to level set expectations on the journey to Stockton before Pond talks himself into into some handcuffs.
Well, about that time, like after Pon like pours out his life story, and Peggy's kind of looking at the bat. She just kind of like pats him on the back real hard. You know what, Pon? You ain't half bad. It's not every day it's not every day you meet somebody trying to turn over a new leaf and not be such a dog. So
I've seen a lot of full-blown, like 6-foot-tall raiders get completely decimated by a Yaoguai, and you took one to the head, so you're cool in my book as well. You can take a beating.
let me tell you.
Ash turns to Marcus. This idiot's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
But I do find myself quite curious. Ash, right? That's the name.
Yes, you heard right.
So, to my understanding, based on someone as stacked as you might be, you seem a very capable fighter with what you did on that Yaoguai over there.
Fighting's what I do.
So, everyone has a certain taste. What music soothes your soul?
No one's ever asked me that before.
He ain't gonna stop till he figures it out.
I don't know.
Because some people...
I don't listen to music except when this one, and she points to Tipper, asks for me to play music from the radio.
Oh, and sweetie, if I may, I will ensure to find your musical taste before we depart. That way I can show the smile I know you keep trying to hide.
I don't know what you mean by smile. I never smile.
So you don't show a smile, but the eyes show every emotion deeper than anything the face really shows.
I think you smiled on the swing when you got this.
Shut up, Pawn. And then
Yes, ma'am.
Ash kind of like kind of darts her head a little bit and kind of tries to again adjust her jacket nervously.
Keep the cool.
And then serious face.
It's okay. I see you trying to keep the tough exterior. I used to work with this guy back in the day when we was in a full band. Always had the most stoic face, but he loved cotton candy. So every time he got some with a little bit of jazz music, softened him up just like candy. So
What's
I'm
cotton
sure
candy?
I'm guessing you've been only in the wasteland for some time. Nothing before that.
It's complicated.
Well, cotton candy is much like if the clouds came down and was sweetened with the flavors of bountiful fruit blended together in little sparkling night sky stars, and it pops in your mouth with a burst of flavor.
I'm
It's
trying to
almost-
this recipe. You're talking too fast. Go slower.
Oh, God.
It's gross
Maybe
and
keep going.
sticky.
Listen, I heard you got sugar. You get some sugar, some fruit, and you heat it up right. You can probably turn it into some nice caramelized and flavor it up, and boom, you can make your own cotton candy.
So, have you heard of Viking beer?
Oh,
Sure have.
haven't heard of that in a while. Got some
Can
up
you
north.
make that cotton stuff taste like Viking beer?
Ooh.
Honey, have you had tequila?
Oh.
Damn, are you in for a treat then? If you like that Viking beer, I'm gonna show you the real stuff. Just wait till we get to Stockton, hun.
And if you enjoy Viking beer, you are in for a party of a lifetime, and I guarantee you, Peggy Sue will show you skies of blue.
And as you continue on down the road, you're coming up closer to where this mostly newly formed outpost. It's not pre-war, I will say that. Off in the distance, you can see what used to be a very large military base, but the war was not kind to it. It was not a direct hit for a nuclear site, but it was a direct hit for several missile strikes. So this military base has completely been wiped out. But on the outside of it, a little old Western style town has been built. with lumber and scrap pieces of buildings and whatnot pulled from some of the rubble. Even some airplane pieces have been used to build up this little hub of a town known as Fort Stockton that is the headquarters to the Desert Rangers. It is the sun is high up in the sky as you make your way here, and that is where we will call it for this evening. So yes, if, last minute, if you did not enter Texas into the chat to win this beautiful dice tray by Nerdy EDC, it is wood. It smells beautiful. We will custom put whatever name or vault number that you want in it. It is open internationally. So enter Texas in the chat. We will talk about the players first to get you last minute entries in. My name is April Hill, the overseer for this campaign. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me at stiletto_assassin here on Twitch and on Instagram, and Stiletto DM on Twitter. You can find us here every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific doing our campaign. They are level 6 right now. Super excited about that. I'm also going to be in Jordan's got a show coming up. Sugar's got shows coming up. So I'm very excited about that, Volcania. So very excited that that's going to be starting back up, and a couple other really cool projects that are coming up. I can't wait to share with you later on. But yeah, so we will kick it off over to Ash.
Hi guys, I'm Utahime. You can find me at Utahime Cosplay on Facebook, Instagram, and here on Twitch, and Brianna DeCosta on Twitter. Again, just like our beautiful overseer said, you can catch me here on Mondays at 6:30 on Initiative Order for obviously the best Fallout game ever, Vault. And you can also catch me soon. We're going to be doing a brand new campaign. I can't really talk much about it, but it's going to be on the Initiative Order, and it's going to be on Sundays. I believe that the date got pushed back for the premiere, so just stay tuned. Keep looking at Initiative Order's pages to get those updates. But Got DM is going to be DMing that, and there's a lot of really awesome, talented players who will be playing it. Super excited to be back in the Wasteland, guys.
Yay!
All right, Sugar Cyrus.
I've been Sugar. I am Casual Campbell, the one, the only, casually, of course. Again, you can find me on all social media, Casual Campbell. I'm doing a lot of things in a lot of places. Like April said, I'm having our new season 2, more like the new reborn season of Forge of Fate is coming back, a Volcania D12 system established by Gear Games, an Italian game making company. I'm also on Gilding Light, doing some bardic stuff, working on that. I'm also doing a special one-shot that's supposed to be coming to the Initiative Order sometime in the next several weeks that I think is going to be amazing, because the Initiative Order is an amazing group of people. I'm just doing a lot of things, and also my initial release of some content from my book will be coming out next month. I told myself it's happening, so be on the lookout for some great anime-esque D&D experiences. And that's
Very excited. I'm so excited for Volcania. It's going to be great.
Oh my god.
Great. It's going to be so metal.
Well, right.
I'm removing somebody's arm.
Pawn. Patricio.
Hey everyone.
Get him, Patty.
Yeah, there you go. Oh god. Hey everyone, my name is DeAngelo, and I had the pleasure of playing Pawn, who is currently stripping naked, by the way, now that they're outside of town, trying to get into his disguise immediately. But yeah, I also do a lot of tabletop RPG performances. I'm trying to organize events to help the community with diversity, inclusion, getting people who deserve to get paid, and all that kind of stuff. Coming up very, very soon is a Vampire the Masquerade mini-series that I'm doing on my channel, which is _DeAngelo, which you can find me on all social media. Almost all of these players here are going to be in that. One day Marcus will have to join as well. And yeah, so Taryn will actually be our main character, a vampire who's a cosplayer who gets turned into a vampire just before a convention that she really, really cares about, and everyone has awesome parts in it. It should be a lot of fun, so definitely check that out. and yeah, so doing all that kind of stuff, and also working on my own tabletop RPG called Emerald Templars, trying to get that out the door using the Cortex system, working on it, and it should be a lot of fun. And yeah, Taryn, aren't you working on a tabletop RPG of your own? Isn't that something you're doing?
Ooh, that segue
It
though.
is.
Ooh.
So yeah. No, Taryn Hackett on the Instagram at Valrook, VALROUK. So that Insta will be all of like the me as a creator content stuff. So all of the Vampire the Masquerade and Forge of Fate, where I get to play a cat mutant. I'm just throwing that shit out there. I also have a project coming up down the road on the initiative order, so you can keep a spoopy ear out for that one as well. Working on Die Shop, that is at UO_dice on Instagram. That is Umbral Oculus Dice. And like I said, I will begin dropping my micro sales starting tomorrow, like 8 to 10 sets of dice at a time throughout the month until I can clear out my current stock and start over. But yeah, so I've got lots of projects all over the place. There's some really cool things, and there's a lot of really great people in this community, so keep an eye out on all of the socials for them as well. And yeah, there's a TTRPG that I'm working on, and it's JRPG based specifically because I am a freaking Final Fantasy dork. So my life isn't busy enough. I needed another thing to work on.
ADHD?
Yep.
Okay, Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus, get him.
Oh no.
My name is Justin. I do one thing in one place, and that is here on Mondays now. You can catch me playing Marcus Cole, the Slinger of Guns.
But he's also a fantastic dungeon master and runs our home game. Is one of the DMs, one of the 3 DMs now that's going to be running our home games. It is a fantastic dungeon master, so don't let him.
Actually, Justin, would you ever do a one shot for us for like a vault one shot?
Dun dun dun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I need to
Holding
clip
you to
that
that.
because he
We
said
have
it. He
that,
said
like,
it
heard it
online.
here.
You know the
Somebody
rules.
clip that shit.
If it's on the internet, it's true.
Nope. It's gonna happen.
That's what I've been told.
And Tipper.
Oh gosh, hey everybody, I'm Alicia Marie. I'm Alicia Marie Body on all socials. I am here in Initiative Order on Mondays while I'm trying to juggle like work and life, the world's sort of reopening. So I've had to pull back from a lot of the games that I played during the pandemic, and I'm currently building 3 different major armored costumes. So I'm sort of banging my head against the wall right now. We've had like a year and a half away from like actual fabrication, sort of. So it's like getting back into it. I'm like, how does this go again? Wait a minute, what I'm doing? Professional. So it's all good. I'm here, relaxed with my friends. And also I'm on Sirens, and Sirens comes back, I think, in July. Well, they're working on Kickstarter stuff when we come back. But otherwise, I'm just happy to be back with these insane people. And yes, like everyone is saying, the initiative order has been really great. We've had a really great time being part of this community. So we love you too. Congrats, Jeff V. Congrats, Jeff.
Long time friend of Vault and super excited. Congrats, Jeff. You won.
Congratulations.
You get your own custom Vault dice tray.
Can I just make a
super
point?
excited that you won the giveaway.
Jeff just wins giveaways everywhere he goes. He's just
Yes.
winning giveaways.
For real?
He's lucky.
Like
Lady
almost
Luck is
every
with
channel
him.
he's on, he's like, "Oh, I won." So I'm like,
Lady
"Yes."
Luck. Lady Luck is with him.
Right? Exactly.
All I'm saying, Jeff, is that you have to have Stella's picture put into the vault cog. It's only right.
Oh.
Yeah, so Jeff, if you will message me on Instagram, I know you have my contact stuff, so message me on Instagram or on Discord, and I will get your information for what you want in the dice tray and get it sent out to you. So, all right, well, Wastelanders, until next week, love one another and get wasted now and again, and yeah. But stay
Happy
away
Pride
from-
Month.
And yeah.
Happy Pride.
Happy fucking Pride Month.
Yes, happy Pride. See y'all next week, y'all. Bye.